feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them.
The following is a presentation of the DAG.
It's week 5 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Patriots and the Panthers. All that and more coming up next.
Around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New England Patriots and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Starting the drive with Algier, and right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. On 3rd down, Knight. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? In this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Back to throw now on first down. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on third down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on third down, Knight. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 20 carries, 82 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, They're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. 1st down, and they'll start with Algier. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Knight. Throw left side complete. That's Beck. And he will have a Patriots 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. The Patriots at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd, here's Algier. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Knight. A bullet throw, but incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Bryant. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Knight. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
To throw on second down, Knight. And he whips that one incomplete there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. This is taken at the 18. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. And he sidestepped a one-man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on second and 10. He's got Watkins on the out route. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And taken right at the 35. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Patriots take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend, and Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. They'll stick with Algier. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now a toss played, Algier. Demario Davis there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Algier going straight ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Knight. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Algier going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Carolina getting set to take the field. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Back to throw again. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 2nd and 3. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Quez Watkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. New England's offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Knight. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give to Algier from the shotgun. Ooh, the juke. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 8. A big play there for New England. 51 yards on the ground. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this is a case of improper form from a tackling perspective because when you get ready to go up against a back like this, everyone has to be able to understand you've got to be able to slow him down and let the cavalry come to the rescue. They were nowhere to be found that time, though, and this winds up being a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Knight. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he wisely will throw that one away. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 3 yards remain for second down. They'll look to throw here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. A final shot before break. Knight, and he fires one incomplete. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bryant. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
They'll drop to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. 2nd and 6. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Throwing to start the drive. Knight. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Knight. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end. So they were on him in a hurry. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Let's go. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Algier now up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Knight. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On 3rd down, Knight. Hard throw, incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Knight. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun, Knight. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
They'll run the option on third and short yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down.
Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, this is great work by a quarterback here. He's doing anything he can to avoid taking a square hit. I admire the way he worked his way through the initial contact and then continued downfield for good yardage.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. On the give, it's Algier.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we're back now in Charlotte. Operating from the gun, Knight. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Algier will try to pick it up.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Bryant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to the ground, Cook. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Starting the drive with Algier. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Knight. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Knight. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
30-yard line.
Now back to throw.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. New England trying to get a place on offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw.
Knight setting up the screen. Here's Algier.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Now a handoff to Algier.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Off play action. Knight. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw.
65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Knight. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Looking to throw. Knight. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating from the gun. Knight. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Patriots! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it right around the goal line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2nd and 4. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. A short one there to Freiermuth. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And here's Freiermuth again. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
He's back to throw. And that's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Patriots ready to get the football back. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football?
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, Your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Now the try here for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Carolina, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on
I feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them.